Welcome to the stream, everybody. It's I, the Green Leader, and tonight, war continues. We're playing some Stellaris tonight. I know I initially had some Hollow Knight planned for Monday night, but I just really wanted to get back into Stellaris, and particularly with the fact that we've just started war with the Chimm Order, and I think we were doing pretty well. I mean, we have... Wow, we have... Actually, let's see if we can do it this way. Wow. You look at this, we have nearly half of their systems under our control. Nearly half of their systems under our control. Unfortunately, we're already at 56% war exhaustion. It's kind of weird that is in fact the case, but we're at least doing a relatively good job here with that. Just started your... Oh, nice! How's your game going? Norway Pete, also welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by again, man. It's good to see you again. Anyway, as I was saying, we at this point have half of the systems in the Chimm Order under our control right now. We have a couple of options here. We are actually getting very close. Oh, nice. Just got your very early game. Haven't met anyone yet. Just got your second planet. Nice. Very cool. I wish you luck with that, really. Early game is always pretty fun just because of the amount of stuff you can discover and the amount of stuff you can actually experiment with. So, yeah, I kind of envy you right now. Early game is always kind of fun for me. Always my preferred time in a game is early game. Oh, you're losing credits. Yeah, you need to get energy. So like on your planets, and that's part of the reason why I say you wanna hold off before you start really getting other planets. But you want to get your generator districts up. That's the first thing. You're gonna want to get also as many of your... So like I have mine turned off right now, so you can't actually see a lot of the stuff that I have here. But like I make sure that energy and mineral credits are the first things I set up whenever I take over any new star systems. I'm practicing with my science ship to find a place that gives me more credit. Yeah. I mean, it takes a while. And I mean, to be fair, this is, as I said, it's not my first playthrough. This is like my 5th or 6th or 7th playthrough in total. And each time I've learned something new about the game, and then ended up pretty much losing everything and having to start over again. So I mean, there's a bit of practice that has to go into it. Oh, you're panicking with your side ship. Yeah, you'll have to do that next. Oh yeah, you'll have to once you get the everything set up with your planets, you'll have to start deciding how everything needs to go from there. Oh, that's that planet. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, anyway, back to what we were doing here with the war. As I was saying, we've got about half of the systems under our control. With that said, we are also very close to being able to achieve our war goal of vassalizing them. You got 3 science ships and 2 construction. My goal is to claim as much space as I can early on. So that is that's what you would call a wide empire playthrough. The nice thing about that is you do get a lot of you get the opportunity to get a lot of credits and whatnot from space, right? You can set up a lot of mining stations and a lot of energy stations that get you lots of energy credits and minerals. The only issue with that is, as I said, you will very quickly go over your administrative cap, which can make your tech growth considerably slower, just because of the fact that now everything has to slow down, or not everything has to slow down, but you'll get these increases in technology research cost, which can definitely slow you down. I'm not sure how you'd be able to go tall. Tall, so the way you... Tall is... See, the way I normally play is actually like a weird like mix. It's not quite a true tall, but it's semi-tall is the way I normally start out. So when I initially started out, I literally just had the sun, and then I surveyed everything, but I didn't take anything quite yet. And I was mainly focusing on upgrading all of my buildings in Earth and trying to get the energy districts all set up first. And then when I was starting to run out of options as to what I could do, then I started moving out very slowly into the other systems, and basically trying to keep underneath my administrative cap. Is trade still broken? Are you talking about the trade routes, or are you talking about the marketplace? Or are you talking about trade deals with other people? If you're talking about the trade routes and how that works, basically you have to define a trade route. Oh, what is going on here? Hold on. Something is not right with... I've got multiple trade routes here. I don't like it. Not one bit. I'm gonna have to set up a some sort of I don't even notice this. I know what it means. I like Civ and stuff. Market. Oh, market. Yeah. I saw someone who could sell product more than it cost to buy it. To be honest, I very rarely do stuff on the market. Right now, I just have an automatic monthly trade set up for the marketplace. So you can set up monthly trades here, and you can decide to sell or buy whatever it is that you want. I don't think I right now have the ability, but the more you buy on the market, the more I'm trying to think of the right word. The more expensive it is to buy it over time. Same thing with selling it. In terms of actually how broken it is, I don't really use it very often. This is the first time I've used it. This playthrough really is just to get an additional boost to my alloy production. Oh, really? Yeah, I think they may have fixed it then. I know they just recently put out a... that also depends on whether or not you're doing the 2.6 beta as well. But they put out an update recently, just at the end of February. And then with that came beta for the following edition as well. So depending on whether or not you're taking advantage of the beta, or if you're just doing the base standard, 2.24. In either case, I think they may have already fixed it. Yeah, there is that possibility. But yeah, as I say, I rarely use it except for if I really need a boost for something, and seeing as I was going to war, I figured I could use an extra 20 right now, so it's helping. But anyway, so the next step of what we're trying to do, we're going to have Bravo come out here, and we're going to have him actually take over this this area right here. We're going to have him just systematically go through and hit up these areas, and then we're going to have him kind of sitting there. As for Alpha, Alpha is definitely the stronger of the two, and we're going to have him go and beat these guys up, and then basically hold his position there at Zirac. And then depending on how bad our war attrition goes, we may have to settle with a status quo, which what that'll end up doing is that'll create a new Chimm Empire. That'll be our vassal, but the other half of the Chimm Empire will not be our vassal. So that's an option that we can do. So we will have to think about what's going to happen as we move forward. But as of right now, it's not a bad idea. Out of 38 occupied ships. Okay, cool. Cool. Anyway, so we're gonna set that back going again. We're also, as I forgot, we're having these guys go up to the next planet.
Damage.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, it's these guys. We're having these guys go up, and we're gonna go take over Salax as well. So we'll get a second colony under our control, and then we can move on from there. They're doing that. Okay, and that's fine. And I hope they come down this way. Hope being the keyword. And unfortunately, we're in this nebula, so we can't actually see where the enemy fleet is once they've taken over our that system that's there. Oh, did you see there's a Star Trek full conversion mod in the workshop? I have actually seen that. Really, all it is
System survey concluded.
Basically a guy went in and created his own version of the Star Trek civilizations. From what I can tell, it's not really that big of a thing, and I felt like, why would I need to necessarily download it? I can just make it myself. So just the way I felt with that.
Striking
armies. Ooh. We're already hitting them. They've got 100. We're gonna get these guys into orbit first. There they are. No, just enter orbit. The other thing that I'm annoyed by is just the fact that let me put it this way. So with this playthrough, I had the other empires set up. I've yet to see them spawn, right? And to be fair, there's still some undiscovered pieces of the galaxy here, but I'm starting to doubt whether or not I am even going to be able to find them, just because the way everything is set up. Yeah, that's fine. We'll search that. The way that everything is set up, it's kind of annoying that so far they have yet to actually respawn, or not respawn, but spawn the actual guys. They have yet to actually spawn the species that I created that I wanted them to spawn. The one I saw had over 400 ships designed as well. Over 100 new events. Really? Okay. I'll have to check that out then. Take a look at Star Trek New Horizons. I will happily go check that out. I'll have to go do that after the stream, but definitely I'll go check that out. Thank you for the heads up. That's pretty cool. Oh, where are you going? Where are you going? You're getting out of there. Hmm. Oh, they are on the run. I don't know where they're going. Oh, who died? Oh, the Admiral for Strike Force Bravo died. That's unfortunate. Let's get a new Admiral quickly. I gotta share the Star Trek love to the new to the fellow Trekkies. Yes, yes, definitely. Always was a big fan of Next Generation. Definitely was one of my favorites. That's interesting. How? No, he lives up to 90. He lives up to 120. Now that's interesting. Hull points. Nah. See, I like this one. The sensor range +1, ship hyperlane detection +2, sublight speed +10%. I love that. We're gonna recruit her. And then she'll continue on her warpath. Okay, where are you going? Okay, they are going to go take over that system. "32 days. And then in the meantime, how is this planet doing? Oh, yes, we finally got them. Oh, you don't get to run from me.
Initializing hostile engagement protocols.
Oh, who died? No, no, that's fine. We got that taken care of. Yep, that's fine as well. She's doing her thing. Wow, they have 30 corvettes and 4 destroyers. They're not going to last very long. Science Officer Floyd Peters has provided us with a detailed report on Darabius 3's geological riches. Apparently, the planet's unique tectonic history has served to concentrate many minerals of interest to the ISS acuity near the surface. That's awesome. Adds the new raw materials modifier to Dubious 3's additional minerals. Nice. Wow. Let's speed things up just a smidge.
Situation log updated.
Just demolishing these guys. Kreb, daughter of Brock, has been elected as the Chancellor of the United Confederation of Nations. Nice. And who else died? Governor Flores died. That's unfortunate. Let's get a new governor. Wait, what? No, 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 no. I don't need a general. Governor died. There we go. New governor. And I always love a good, righteous governor, so let's get him. Oh, we are kicking some Chimm ass right here. Okay, they ran. It's perfectly fine. There we go, system's mine again. Ooh, and before I forget, we've got some stuff we need to take care of. So we've got some unemployment on Core Prime and Tethel 3. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, I think we're at a, we can do one of each. Okay. So that's on Tethel. On Core, we need one of each as well. There we go.
Research concluded.
See what's how Earth is doing. We can upgrade that some more. That'll, wow, double our jobs here. I wish I could get an upgraded chemical plant or something like that, but unfortunately I cannot. Okay, so there's that. Earth is fine. Let's see, Alpha Centauri. We're only down by 1. So we may need to do something quickly here. Sirius Prime. There's still 3 more job openings. 1 left here, but we can also... Yeah, we can get one of these as well. Ooh, there's a whole host of mods that can go... Oh, that go with Star Trek New Horizons. Like the Romulan UI. Really? That's awesome. That's very cool. Are they Nexus mods or are they Workshop mods? Where? Where? Who's fighting what where? Monarch class, that only has the afterburners. Let's get them repaired. And then we'll have them go here afterwards. Actually, we can't even do that yet. It's on the Steam library. Oh, cool. So it is in the workshop. Okay. Oh, and speaking of which, I forgot. What did we get? Ooh, yes, there we go. War exhaustion gain down by 10%. Yes, we should have actually taken that before war started, but oh well. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Population growth speed plus 10%. That'll be quick and easy. Get that taken care of. Back to full speed.
Research concluded.
Ooh. New autocannons. Either the phase disruptors or the plasma cannons. Let's do the plasma cannons. No, that'll be done quickly. Nice. Yep. So, part of the reason why I'm doing this also is that if... Oh, actually, let's have them... No. They need to go get healed. So I believe that other ship, that other fleet disengaged for whatever reason. Not quite sure why, or where they would have gone, I should say. But if they ended up disengaging to somewhere within the systems that I've taken, I'd rather have these guys relatively close than not. Right now we don't need the sectors open. Don't really need the shipyards open either. Military fleets are fine. Let's go ahead and upgrade this ship. Let's take a look at this. Nice, they are fixed. Fantastic. You know what, let's just have them go here. But you know what, let's have them go here. That way we can at least get that one more system. But if I do end up ending with a status quo, basically majority of these systems will be under my control now. Or not my control, but they'll be part of a new vassal. That will be under my control. So I won't have direct control over them, but they'll be my vassal, and I can work with them on stuff.
Construction project concluded.
Okay, let's land the armies, actually.
System survey concluded.
Nice. Oh, we're just ripping through them like wet tissue paper. One army down.
System survey concluded. Planetary incursion initiative
Nice.
successful.
So, says through hard work and experience, General Katrin Schwartz has developed new skills. Let's take a look at them. Army morale plus 5%, army damage plus... Sorry, morale plus 10%, damage plus 5. That's nice. That is very nice. Nope, not what I was wanting. That's what I was wanting. Nope. There we go. Well, speaking of which, we actually got a new tradition we can start working on. There's a couple: discovery, harmony, and domination. Okay, here's by the way, here's a tip for you. When you get your first tradition to unlock, I would say the two you want to work with first is probably expansion and then discovery. Expansion makes it cheaper for you to build star bases and do all sorts of things. Oh, interesting. Gives you one additional district in each. That gives you one additional district in each planet as well that you can get. But that like gives you colonies. New colonies start with one additional population. Population growth rate increased by 10%. Starbase upkeep down by 20%. Starbase influence cost is reduced. And administrative capacity increased by 20. So I would do expansion first, followed by discovery, or vice versa. Yeah, that would be the one. That would be the one to go with. Expansion or discovery, one of those two. And I would try and get this one first, as soon as possible. Courier network. So you won't start for Reach for the Stars and then go Courier network, just so you can get that additional 20 under your administrative capacity. Ooh, through hard work, Governor Bora, daughter of Trag, has developed new skills. Take a look at this. Yeah, that's fine. Ooh, cool. Eager. Leader cost down by 50%. Leader upkeep down by 50%. Nice. Very nice. Oh, speaking of which, what do we... I think I don't want to do domination. Yeah, let's do that. Domination is more about, like, terrain domination, not so much, dominating your enemy. That's supremacy. Supremacy is good for fighting people. If you're getting into wars quickly, supremacy you'll want to get relatively early on. Not what I was wanting. Corporate, we can't do that. Corporate actions cannot be taken on. Yep, that's fine. Next planet. Next planet. Ah, they've got a relatively big army size. Very weird. I don't know why our attrition is so high. It shouldn't be. Have you ever looked at Hearts of Iron 4? My friend just got it. Looks super interesting. It does look pretty interesting. Hearts of Iron, from what I understand, is a semi-modern historical military RTS. Looks pretty cool. I've been thinking about checking it out. See, where's... You know, screw it. We're gonna go with this one. So these guys need to go bombard this planet. Selective, indiscriminate. Yeah, I prefer that. Yeah, it takes place in World War II. Yep. Looks pretty cool, though. Yeah, they're doing the right thing. Where's the fight? Oh, it's right here. Ah, and there's the guy that ran. Nice. Occupation 22% due to 61 occupied systems and 2 occupied planets. He's playing as Germany right now because apparently it's a good start as one of the superpowers at the start. Ah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure if you start as one of the superpowers. What are the other options that you can join as, right? I assume USA, Britain, Japan. Although Japan's, like South Pacific, and I don't think that's on the map on Hearts of Iron 4. But I'm curious, so what else is on there? I can see Russia being in there, I can see the Great Britain, US, Germany. I can see maybe Greek forces, or Italian forces. So any country, oh, that's interesting. Japan is there, really? Okay. Does any of it take place in the South Pacific? That would actually be pretty cool to see. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. No. You don't get to go. Nope, 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 nope. You're not getting away from me. The whole world now. Oh, that's pretty cool. Every country that was around then, other than maybe a bunch of the super small guys, yep. The map is the full Earth. Oh, that's cool. All these poor guys, they just ran for it. It's unfortunate. Just took out a bunch of their armies as well.
Fleet enhancement supplied. System survey concluded without incident.
And this guy has, yep. He also has the generative hull. Everybody's doing good. Nice. How close are we? 67?
Another day, another scientific breakthrough.
Ooh, more research. Autocannons, nice. Oh yes, we need to get this. And he wants to get good enough so he can try and be one of the small countries that Germany takes over early, just to try and... Ooh, that'd be interesting. I mean, yeah, I mean, Germany did definitely take over quite a few countries, particularly at the beginning of the war. So that actually would be interesting to see how that would play out in game. Like the Netherlands, yeah. Netherlands, France. France had an interesting situation just because of the whole resistance that was there. Oh, hello. These are the guys I was just beating up on. See how well this... Yeah, they're getting bombarded. Let's do it. Indiscriminate bombardment. How much damage is that actually going to do? They took over like 4 countries before Poland, and Poland really kicked off the war. That's true. That is very true. Poland. I remember Poland was the first one that everybody was really concerned about. But what were the other 4? That I'm not actually aware of that. That's interesting. Oh my gosh, there was a second planet here. This one also had a massive map. Oh gosh, I took over the small planet here. Oh, that's hilarious. Wow, did not realize that. Okay, let's have these guys go over here. Basically, they'll be there to meet up with whoever comes our way. We should really do the same thing here as well. Have these guys go here. They'll preemptively stop whoever gets there. Oh, 79. He's more than ready to go. Okay. There's only one.
Construction
Real
project
close.
concluded.
War exhaustion plus the occupation. Plus relative naval strength.
Another day, another scientific breakthrough.
Minus demanding surrender. Oh, new research. Let's take a look at this. Yes! Okay. What is next? Ecological adaptation. Allows us to terraform inhabited planets. It's 15. Let's do the terraforming one. So 3 of them were part of the Czech Republic before that was one country. True. Very true. I forgot about that. I always forget about that. They were actually a couple of countries together. Yep, exactly. The Slavics and the Czech countries called
System
Jersey. Oh, I didn't.
complete.
I forgot about that. Yeah, you're right. One of them was called Jersey. That's right. Oh, okay. Which who's doing what? All the scientists seem to be working hard. Then it went to Poland, Netherlands. Okay. Okay, who's doing what here? Oh, now that's interesting. He went all the way up there to survey. Assisting in research. Surveying. Surveying. Okay, that's fine. Oh, speaking of which, I should really... It's interesting. Okay, I need to... I forget. I need to actually do something about this. I need to set up a base here. Set up an actual starport here for collecting stuff. I mean, maybe I could even set up one here. Yeah, I don't know. That's very interesting. Reduce piracy. You must have your fleets patrol the system. Smaller ships, higher piracy suppression value. Yes. To reduce piracy, have your fleets patrol. Okay. Because trade value is greater than the piracy suppression, current piracy will grow to its maximum value. Interesting. Basically, unsurprisingly, every country has solid resistance. The French are the most famous because they helped the Allies get a foothold in continental Europe. That, yeah. But that does make sense, though. I'm sure all those countries had their own form of resistance going. Wow, they're already down to 391 or 390. Interesting. Let's get our armies in place.
System survey
not what I was wanting.
concluded.
Not really getting reinforced, which is interesting. We would need to get to 65.
System survey concluded.
Or I'm really willing to... Wow, each one is set to 50 army strength. You got 500. They've got 388. I also forgot about Austria. That's the first or second Germany used to be a part of their borders before they were forced to give it up. Yep. That is true. I mean, the Austrian Empire was basically Germany at a certain point in the past. So when they started the war, from what I understand, Austria basically joined up. Ah, 31, okay. 31, 33, 31. Interesting. They have... I wonder if they actually have... Let's take a look at this. No, that's just is the ship. Ah, so you see some of these are actually... no. Some of these are actually ranked here. They're experienced. Regular. And he used the Slavics. He used the Slavics for German-speaking, so he was just uniting the German-speaking people under one banner. I see. Interesting idea. But then he started moving out of the other non-German speaking areas. There we go. Okay, we're gonna land our armies.
Commencing planetary incursion initiative.
There we go. Disengaged. Come on, disengage. Disengage, please. Oh.
System survey concluded.
I just wish they would disengage rather than dying out. Not retreating. Need to retreat. There we go. Well, people of Austria wanted to join Germany. They saw how prosperous Germany had become under Hitler, because he took a country from being in economic ruin, which is very true, but the foundations for the powerhouse they are today, but the government didn't want it, because who wants to give up power? Yep, that is correct. So when they took over the government, there was really no resistance from the people. That is true. There we go, there's another planet under our control. See, now this is the annoying thing for me. We should have... They lost their war exhaustion to 0%. They lost 23 armies. That is a bug, and that is something they need to fix, which I believe they actually did in 2.6. 2.2.6. Because that is a bug. That should be... I should definitely be in the positive there. We should be beating them. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm at 75%, and I said if I reach 75% and not be able to actually get acceptance of the war goals, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna settle the status quo. That'll create a new Chimm empire, and have the 44 occupied Chimm systems. So that's what we're gonna do. So it'll create 44 systems. The reason why they took over Belgium is because France had built a defense against the Germans, but didn't on the Belgian border because they didn't want to offend them. Yeah. Makes sense. I mean, setting up defenses can be a bit of a tricky situation because you don't want to be offending whoever you're putting up the barriers on. So that makes sense. If I remember, though, I mean, Germany really walked through that defensive line that the French had set up. Okay, we're going to settle this in a status quo. War goals are disregarded and both sides seize occupied claims. We're going to send the offer. Hello. Status quo, peace with a Chimm Order. If you would try to further take from us, or we from you, an imbalance would be created that cannot be corrected. A peace deal ensures continued spiritual equilibrium. Our vassal, the Chimm allied planets, has entered our war against the Chimm Order. There's no more war against the Chimm Order right now. We accept this for now. Okay, the war has ended with the status quo attackers. A new Chimm Empire will be created as an ally subject of the United Confederation of Nations out of 44 occupied Chimm systems. Chimm Order is no longer a valid rival for our empire. Now that is interesting. Oh, that is an odd configuration. So the way it's set up right now, we can't even... Oh man, we can't even take over these specific places. Most interesting. Well, let's have these guys head back to base, assuming we can. Yep, there we go. Yep, return to base.
System survey concluded.
Oh, would you look at that. Pirate fleet. Oh, sorry, I gotta catch up. They took over Norway because it was an important port of Europe. Gave them better launching ground to England. That is very true. They had that... With Norway, they had a better access to the Northern Sea. Although, they, if I remember correctly, they do have access to the Northern Sea. And I'm sure Norway was relatively better. I mean, they've got to go through that. Whatchamacallit? I can't think of it right now, but they have to go through that patch of sea that's between Norway and Germany. They only walked through it because they were outflanked from the Belgian border. If they didn't do that, France would have had a much better fight. True. I mean, if Hitler never betrayed the Russians, he might... And that's the other thing. That is the hilarious thing, is that he did... basically go against... Oh. This guy never saw any action. But yeah, he went against the... whatchamacallits? The Soviet Union. And broke their treaty. I think at this guy, I like the fact that he's got that +1 sensor range. He's on his way back. He's on his way back.
System survey
and
concluded.
He's on his way back. It looks like we...
Research concluded.
No, you need to go back to there. Let's see. Oh, nice, we got that. Let's see. Oh, yes. We need to increase housing for sure. As to this day, one, if not the biggest military blunder of all time. Yes, very true. You like history. To be honest, so do I. I enjoy history. I'm not a history... I don't have necessarily a lot of knowledge, but I do enjoy learning about things. And kind of seeing kind of where we come from. And how things have changed over time. It's definitely really cool to see how stuff has changed over the last, few hundred years. Okay, yeah, he's fine. He's gone back. And then... Yeah, he's fine. Okay, everyone's got their orders. And then who died? He died, we got that taken care of. ISIS Vagabond. We need a new scientist. There we go. And where is he? There we go. Auto explore. Learning is fun. And as I say, particularly with history, I find it fascinating just learning about just kind of, as I said, where we come from and just kind of how things have changed and where we get from point A to B in terms of, the way the different empires have, started up and broken down and whatnot. Like the Roman Empire is fascinating. How they grew and then expanded out as far as they did, and then breaking up into 3 empires, and it's fascinating stuff. I don't know how school does it. Take this amazing fun thing that is learning and makes it boring. I think it's just... I don't think it's that school makes it boring. It's just the fact that you're forced to do it. You know what I mean? Just because of the fact that you're not, particularly you're not learning. What's the word? You're not learning the stuff that you necessarily want to be learning. You're learning the stuff that other people are forcing you to learn, and so just that act of being forced to learn something specific kind of goes against what you're trying to learn, if that makes sense. I'm explaining it horribly, but I'm basically saying that because it's something that's forced on you versus something that you're personally interested in, it makes it difficult to really get into it, right? Greek mythos got me into history at first. Oh yeah, Greek mythology is very interesting. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, let us... Or Gretchen Weaver, she was a great
Research
scientist.
concluded.
Ooh, more research. Yes! There we go. Do this one, the tachyon sensors. It ruins it for some people, the whole life, and that's sad. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. But I think at the same time, I mean, there's a certain amount of obligation on you as well. You know, you take from it what you can, and so it's kind of up to you to really make it what you want it. And again, I'm probably not explaining that very well, or not describing it very well, but I mean, that's the way I think of it. If you didn't get what you wanted out of school, part of that is on you. And, you know, there comes a time where you have to say, just because I had a bad experience in, say, high school, I mean, college is very different. I mean, college, trade school, or even just studying this stuff on your own,
System survey concluded.
shouldn't stop you from looking into that. I know there's some people, particularly with, like, math, they're like, oh, I suck at math. Well, partly just because you probably had a bad teacher, and they never taught you that really a lot of math is really just working at it. A lot of math really is just working the problem until you figure it out. So, sometimes all it takes is just someone to show you how it's fun. No, I totally used to hate reading. Yeah, I was that way as well. Comic books is really what helped me a lot with reading. I'm still not that much of a reader, but I definitely read a lot better after getting into comic books. My dad would buy me a new book every 2 to 4 weeks for years before he found one that I liked. That's all it took to make me fall in love with reading. No, exactly. That's really all it takes. It's just one good experience, and then you're willing to turn around and rethink a lot of what you've done in the past, saying, oh, well, maybe this actually is a worthwhile pursuit. You know? If you say you suck at math, you always suck at math. I mean, it's like I have a degree in mathematics, right? One might say that, oh, he's got to be really smart to get into it. I was never really that talented with math. I would just continue to work the problem until I got it. That's really all it was. I mean, I was never really that big at math. I was just like, well, I'm just going to work hard at it and see what I can do. Okay, so we have them as a subject.
System survey concluded.
Let's be independent. Let's offer them a migration treaty. Yep, let's do that. No, very true. Once you get it, you get it. Like for me, there are plenty of things that I had troubles initially learning, and then I just had to keep working it. And once again, it's hard to describe it, but it took me a while to get it. But once I got it, I was like, oh, this makes perfect sense. Why did it take me so long to figure this out before, you know? But you know what? Let's go take out these pirate guys before anything bad happens. Went to university for physics. Oh, wow, that's awesome. took a major in astrophysics. I have half my credits for my degree, and I dropped out when my dad passed away. Oh, I'm sorry to hear it. That sucks. Proofs took forever to get. No, I remember proofs from math and hate proofs. I still to this day hate proofs. They are rough. Proofs are very rough. That is true. Nice. Okay, let's actually go get these guys upgraded. And these guys too. Let's go get them repaired and then upgraded. Wait, where are they going? Interesting. So because they're my vassal, I can actually go get them repaired wherever I want. Best thing that happened to me was being held back in grade 4 for your second year in math. Clicked, and it's always been fairly nice. Very cool. Yeah, I mean, it definitely takes just being able to get that one, you know, that one thing to click, and then you start to see how cool math is and what you can actually do with it. Got that. Oh, let's actually quickly, before I forget, yep, that's what I was concerned about. Okay, we need to build one more here, one more here. Oh, yeah, we still need to build a lot of stuff here. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, build. Ah, that's why. There's only one there that we can actually work with. Sirius Prime, how are we doing? We're at 49 of 49. Nice, we can actually start building some more stuff. Sorry, I gotta read back on chat. Okay, yeah, you've always been a fan of math because it's either right or wrong, and that's exactly the way I think as well. You've got one answer, right? You may have multiple ways of getting there, but you still get to that one answer. You don't have to try and argue your way out or come up with some BS like with English. Like with English, nothing's right, nothing's wrong. It's just how well you can argue it. Whereas with math, it's like this is right, this is wrong. There you go. Yeah, exactly. English, as long as you present your argument well, you'll get good. Yep, exactly. Exactly, and that's why, yeah, I had the exact same issues. Never really was that much of a fan of English, never really was that much of a fan of any of these argumentative types of subjects. It was always, give me something that I can find a definite answer to. That's really what I care about. Exactly. 1 + 1 equals window as long as you can present it well enough. Yep. Yep, that is true. That is very true. Yeah, these guys are working hard. Already had that planetary capital. We need to upgrade this to a planetary capital as well. Lyrium Prime. Oh no, we've got the city districts going. Targon Prime. Get everything going there. Also upgrade the capital. Oh, that's right, Bleak. Sirius Prime, what can we do? Want to do one more. It's either food or energy. Let's do food. Food is far more finite than energy credits. Although we've got such a surplus, though. Still. And we can upgrade that as well.
System survey concluded.
Let's go to the situation log. Nope, not the situation log. Let's go back to our contacts. This is where we're going to start playing around with... Oh, yes, and we got... What is there? Let's take a look there. Species. Here. Actually, hold on. Situation log. Let's look at victory. Where are we now? Oh gosh, we are really still behind the Chimm Order. How was that? Makes sense. I remember being in high school when, where someone wrote an essay on something and won an award, and the teacher read it out loud. I just remember he was wrong, and I lost it in class. I was like, but his argument is wrong. There's a flaw in his logic. The first paragraph, the teacher was like, that's okay, blah, blah, blah. But I was like, no, he's wrong. You're rewarding him for coming up with the wrong answer that doesn't make any sense. Yep. Because English is not about logic. English is about presenting an argument. So, it is annoying, it is BS, and exactly 100% that is the case, where you can still be wrong and get it right, just because of how well you present the argument. 100% disagree with that, but that's the way English works, unfortunately. Now let's have this guy, though. There, go there, build up a starbase, get the research credits from there, and the energy credits from there. So, last time, we basically took over these stars. Right now, we just took over these two stars. From the war, we didn't technically gain space. What we did was we created another empire that is under our vassalage. So they are our vassal. They're called the Allied Chimm planets, and it's this blue empire here. The only problem is that I didn't have any say in terms of which planets would be which, and if it were up to me, I would prefer to have, say, like all of this sector here, right? This whole sector here that was under my control, down to say about here, and then the rest could have been theirs. But because the AI just automatically did it, it kind of screwed around with setting up these little pop marks of the Chimm Order within the allied Chimm planets. So now what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to try and see if I can't trade with them. If I can't, which I'm afraid is going to be the case, oh man, we have a truce with them. Oh, but they are pathetic now. Fleet power is pathetic, technology level is pathetic. It's unfortunate. I gotta give my English teacher in grade 12 credit. He would give me extra marks if I was right, because I was really bad at English. Okay. If you can't tell from my spelling. Yeah, I've noticed. So, is English not your first language? And if so, what is your first language, just out of curiosity? And you don't have to answer if you don't want to. So, don't I'm not trying to force it out of you, but I am curious. Anyway, that's what I was trying to do. First of all, let's see what we can do with our allies here. Trade deals, releasing the subject. We can't integrate them yet. Don't want to close the borders. Invite to a federation. So they like us. They like us a lot. Oh, really? Grew up learning Norwegian and English at the same time. That's pretty cool. Where would you grow? So, are you from Norway? Just out of curiosity? I mean, okay. Maybe I'm asking a stupid question here. Norway Pete. Oh man. So, are you from Norway, or are you from? Because there's definitely some regions of the U.S. where there's a lot of Norwegian immigrants. Populations. I also had a really bad speech impediment. That A gave me a lot of trouble reading and writing because we use language to teach. Okay. Oh, you born in Norway but grew up in Canada. Okay, very cool. I have family and a couple friends who are up in Canada, so very cool. Yeah, I was born in South Africa and then grew up in the U.S. And then I've got ancestry that goes all over the Europe, so pretty interesting. Serving, where's he gonna go next? Is my question. But what I was wanting, that's right. Next thing we want to do, we actually want to try and, now that we've beat them up a little bit, let's see if we can't try and improve things a little better. Ooh, we can do stuff with them. Okay. Oh, I like that. They're wary of us. How about we guarantee your independence? No, not quite yet. How about we give them a trade deal? Just to say there's no hard feelings, let's give them 1,000 energy credits, 1,000 minerals, and 1,000 food. Just as a way of saying, sorry for kicking your ass. A fine gift, human. You have our thanks. Okay, so we do that, we do that. Let's also get our Chimm vassal. Let's give them a trade deal. We're gonna give them 100 credits, or not 100, 1,000. We need them to be able to get a boost. Oh, the Allied Chimm Planet accepts this gift with gratitude. Okay, hold on, I need to catch up with chat. My grandpa met his wife in Norway when he served there in World War II. Okay, reason why you're into that. My mom grew up in Canada, but I was born 2 months early when she was visiting our family. Oh, cool. My grandpa's family has owned a farm in Canada longer than Canada was a country. That is actually really cool. It's a landmark because it's one of the few places of land that has never changed ownership in our country. Really? That's pretty cool. It's very interesting. That's actually really cool. Sorry, I'm also trying to keep track of what's going on here. Okay. Lyrium Prime, we're still building stuff here. Still building stuff here. Sirius Prime, we're doing stuff here too. Alpha Centauri really can't do much. We can upgrade some stuff. Let's do that. Do that. That'll get us 5. No, wait, what is this right now? 2? 3 new jobs. Oh wow, there is her actually already. I may actually want to change this. How's Earth doing? Earth's doing alright. Really can't do much else. We can do that, and we can do that. I'll get us some more scientists and some more commerce. I've been there once, because I went to my grandpa's younger brother, so we are very distantly related now. But it was cool. The guy who's head of the family The landowner remembers meeting my mom when he was in his teens. Oh, that's pretty cool. So your basically your family has been in charge of that piece of land for a while, which is pretty cool. Wonder, can I actually trade with these guys? Wait, what? An unidentified empire. Oh, now that's interesting. Let's go to the no, not the market. Not the market. Back to the contacts.
Construction
Communicate.
project concluded.
Pause for a second. I don't really want to guarantee independence, but we can do a non-aggression pact. Let's do a non-aggression pact between them. Non-aggression pact with this empire. We will be unable to attack each other while this is in effect. This will increase their trust of us by 0.66 each month up to 100. Let's do that. We cannot see that either of us would stand to win from a war. Well, I would stand to win. You guys would not stand to win from a war. Oh, man. So there's that. So that was 50 years ago. Yeah, I got to declare it a heritage landmark, so they got tax breaks and stuff for it. That's actually pretty cool. Anything that stops the taxman from taking what's not his, I'm all for. Okay, and then the other thing I was wanting, situation log. Nope, not the situation log. Let's go to our contacts, back down to the Chimm Order. Was at war. That'll go to 0. See if we can't get another trade deal going. Can we get? No, we can't really do much. Do communications. Let's give them a bunch of resources.
An alien empire has established communications.
We have received a transmission from the Skanuri Empire. They appear to have successfully translated our language. Diplomatic channels are now open, and all hostilities between us have ceased for the moment. Interesting. Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's another one. This is the Skanuri Empire. They are fanatic authoritarians and militarist. I bring greetings from the Empress Whitewing II, the undisputed ruler of the Skanuri Empire. Respect our borders and keep out of our affairs, and perhaps our mighty fleets will refrain from visiting your worlds. Cooperation will surely benefit us all. That is these guys. Already spoke to them, but okay. We've encountered some alien, but no, we haven't. Interesting. So where are they? Where are these guys? I don't see them at all. Sovereign Helven Worlds. Oh, that's interesting. Cool. Yeah, they look kind of like dragons from How to Train Your Dragon. Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Yeah, they are reptilian from the looks of it. Alpine preference. Fascinating. They also don't like the Chimm Order, although we are a little bit more better accumulated to working with them. Wow. Let's offer them a trade deal, and let's see what we can get for communications. must know everybody that they know. And they are teeny. Look at these guys. They just have the one system and the one planet, and it is not a big planet. So I wonder to what extent they've just started. Very interesting. Wait, what is going... Where... Hold on. Where are our... That one. Don't want... Finish what you're doing. Now is when we have to actually start doing, like, actual interference here, because now they're getting a little too crazy with how they are researching everything. No, I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to do that. Nope, don't want you to do that. I want you to go here. Survey that system. Survey that system. Survey that system. Okay, in the meantime, once he's done there, see what we have and have not surveyed here. Then you go there, survey that system. We'll have him just moving up. Okay. And he needs to finish surveying that system. We'll just do the same thing here. And at this point, I could try and integrate these guys
System survey concluded.
Once we are finished, but I don't necessarily want to. I've done that once before, integrating a vassal, and it's not bad, it's just it's not great either. It's not as worthwhile as I would have wanted. Let's have them go and get upgraded. Nope, let's have them go and get upgraded. Thank you. Borders closed. Yeah, of course they have. We have allowed you to move freely in our territory for too long. Today we draw the line. Diplomatic mode. Okay, what is this one? Empire map mode. Okay. Opinion map mode. These guys hate us. These guys are yellow, so they're kind of friendly. These guys are yellow as well because they're kind of friendly. Zoom purifiers are not friendly whatsoever. They hate our guts. These guys like us.
Fleet enhancement supplied. Construction project concluded.
Targon Prime, we're already getting your stuff taken care of. Yeah, let's see what else we can do with the Chimm Order. Interesting, they are receptive. We do have some trust with them.
System survey concluded. Horizons expanded. Construction project
Wait,
concluded.
what? We no longer see any reason to keep you locked out of our territory. Our borders are open to you again. Wait. They had a rebellion. Wow. That's interesting. So you see that? That's... Oh my gosh, that is very interesting. I wonder if they... Oh, let's... I wonder if they vassalized a sector or something. That would make sense. War! I scream as I slam my fist down on the table. Yes. Oh, man. That is fascinating. Hold on. Look at our contacts here. Yeah, we have a defensive pact with them. Okay, where are these guys? The Helvan Autocracy. They're pacifist, fanatic materialist. Now that is interesting. Oh, that's actually hilarious. But they've closed their borders to their... Oh, that is fantastic. I don't know what's happened, but they are not happy with the Sovereign Helvan worlds. I've never seen that before. That is really interesting. It happened to me once in Crusader Kings 2. I was about to create the Holy Roman Empire when I lost half my... Oh, wow, that sucks. Half my would-be empire. Wow. Yeah, we kind of did that to the Chimm Order there. That is so interesting. I've not seen this before. The interesting... So they're relatively friendly in terms of what they got. I mean, they got stuff that aligns with us pretty nicely. Yeah, I don't really want to break anything with them. I do want... So they're loyal. Their maximum trust of us is 150 due to subject relations. I want to get us to a point where we're at about 50 or so, then we'll release the subject. And then we'll start doing, like, a bunch of trade stuff with them. Yeah. No, I'm fascinated to see if they can survive. Both these guys and this this new subject. I feel like these guys are better suited to survive. But we'll see moving forward. Okay, they're gonna head out. That's already all been surveyed. Damn it. Expanding south. No, actually, maybe what we'll do is we'll have him... Instead of going into their southern border, I'd rather have them go. Although, it's not... Border's not closed. We'll leave it be. We'll leave it be. See how things turn out.
Construction project concluded.
You know, it's a small thing, but you named the starting star Sun and not Sol, and it bothers me. Yeah, I don't think I actually named it. It just automatically popped it as Sun. That's what they called it. So I didn't actually call it Sun when I created the thing. I should probably change it to Sol instead. That's interesting. Sol, isn't that just Latin for sun? Hold on, I'm gonna research this because now I'm curious. Sol. In solemnization, the fifth note of the major... No, that is not... Nope. Soluble. Announced denoting different kinds of states of soil. No. The sun.
Fleet enhancement supplied.
No. No, as in the star. The star. What is its official name? It's Sol. It is Sol, is Latin for sun. Yeah, okay. But it is what we use in physics. Yeah, yeah. Sun star is the center of the solar system in a nearly perfect sphere of hot plasma with internal convective motion that generates a magnetic field via dynamo process. By far the most important source of energy for life on Earth. Yeah, of course. Blah blah blah. It's doing blah blah blah. Interesting. Control F. Solar. Solar. Okay, the Latin name for sun is Sol. It is used in science fiction and other name for the sun, but is not commonly used in everyday English. Sol is also used by planetary astronomers to refer to the duration of a solar day on another planet such as Mars. Interesting. But yeah, I've seen that a lot in science fiction where, oh gosh, where they'll refer to it as the Sol system. What do we just get from society? Oh, yes, we got terraforming. We have terraforming. I'm excited. Do that one. Grass is fine. The sun I want to actually upgrade. Let's actually take a look here.
Construction project concluded.
Let's get a hangar bay. Let's get a... I'd like to get the Fleet Academy. So whatever ships it'll create will already be experienced. What do we have here? We already have a hangar bay. Yep, perfect. Yep, that's perfect. Just need to do the same thing here. Let's get a hangar bay. And let's get a... Yep, that's what we need. Lyrium's good. Okay. And let's talk about our defenses. We got 6 on Suns, 3 on Sirius, so we need 1 of each. On Quam. Need a bunch more. That is true. Officially, though, our sun, our star, is unnamed. True. Because really, at this point, we don't really need a name for our star, because we don't have people whose reference to our sun is different from their own, if that makes sense. So, there's really no need to have a reference, right? Or a name for it at this point. Wow. These guys are all upgraded. These guys need to get upgraded.
System survey concluded.
And I kind of want to actually split up this. I kind of want to split these guys up and move them out to the different pirate forces that we have in play. Or anti-pirate forces, I should say, that we have in play. I don't know why. There's just no...
Construction project concluded.
Soul sounds cooler than sun. True. Very true. I'll agree with you on that.
Fleet enhancement supplied.
We're not even sending anything out yet.
Research concluded.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's awesome. Gauss cannon? Ooh.
System
or mining station
survey
output. Let's do that, actually. Wow, we burnt through a ton. We had 10k and we went down to 2. That's pretty crazy. I don't know what happened to these guys up there. I can actually go get them upgraded. Gauss cannon is a weapon in BattleTech books. Oh, really? You know, to be honest, I've heard Gauss cannons in several places. Halo's one. I have heard of them in other types of sci-fi as well. Gauss cannons, from what I understand, they're basically magnetically accelerated stuff. If I'm correct on that, maybe I'm wrong, but let me actually search this. Gauss cannon. Oh, and of course the Gauss rifle as well. That's in Fallout. So lots of coil gun. Coil gun or Gauss rifle is a type of projectile accelerator consisting of one or more coils used as electromagnets. Yeah, it's basically an electromagnetic gun. Instead of using gunpowder to fire the bullet, you're using magnets to speed up and launch it. Super long range energy weapon. Yep, generally speaking. So yeah, first BattleTech book came out in '86. That's pretty cool. That's cool. I believe it's tech we basically have. It's possible today, but I don't think we actually use it. What is going on?
Concluded.
Something weird is going on. There we go.
Construction project concluded.
Oh, this ain't cool. Hold on, I may have to. Things are not. Nope. Nope. Thank you for going to the map. What the hell happened there?
A declaration of war has been announced.
Oh my. They have declared war. Yeah, these poor guys are not gonna... they're not gonna survive their surrounding parentage. Yes, it is. It's projectile. It's not energy, but it's kind of energy, right? Because it uses electricity to power a magnet, which then speeds up and launches the projectile. But yes, it is a projectile weapon. First Gundam manga came out in '79. That is correct. In fact, I don't know if it actually came out as a manga first. I believe it actually came out as an anime first. Maybe I'm wrong on this. Well, Google will answer this. Gundam original Gundam manga. Yeah, Mobile Suit Gundam came out '79 to '82. The manga adaptation of the original series. So this is this is an interesting one. The manga came out after the series. So there was an anime series first, and then there was a manga, which doesn't happen very often. But yeah, that is how it happened. I did not come to North America until '94, though. Yes, it was anime first. I hate that. Whenever you alt-tab out of Stellaris, it always has issues with the hotkeys.
System survey
Oh,
concluded.
wow, I didn't even notice this, but check this out. Our fleets, after being upgraded, they went from 4.4, 4.2, and 4.6 to 5.9 and 5.2. That is awesome. Experienced, experienced, experienced. This one's Bravo. I think everyone here is now experienced. The ISS Persistent, where is it? Predator, Scorcher, Hostile, Den, Success, Persistent, there we go. Sharpshooter. Okay. Oh, nice. Retired Fleet Officer, ship build speed plus 20%, ship cost minus 10, and then we've got the clear... That's awesome. Sharpshooter is experienced, experienced. All these guys are experienced. So then, Alpha. Experienced, experienced. Veteran. Ooh, that reached this. So that's level 3, basically. Yeah, exactly. That is weird, right? That it came out as an anime first. It means it happens, though, right? Like Harley Quinn was first in the Batman animated series, and she was DC staple now. Yeah, it's very true. But I mean, it's odd for that to happen in 79. Although, to be honest, I mean, I feel like the way anime and manga kind of works is maybe it's changed over time, right? Maybe they initially started out with that concept of we first create the manga and then we create the anime, depending on how successful it is. Maybe back in the 70s they had it the opposite way around. Maybe they started with the anime and moved on to the manga. I don't know. As for this guy, I kind of want him to... I kind of want to get this gateway here. Let's have him go here and build that mining outpost. Or not mining, the actual base. It's probably more likely to happen. Exactly, and that's what I'm thinking. There's a change in how things were done back in those days, basically. Let's go to our contacts. I do want to... I'm not really going to be helping them at all. But these guys... Yeah, they've got a pretty good trust of us. So what we're going to do is we're going to release... Oh, gosh. Governor Shari Swami has developed new skills. Interesting. Righteous and environmental engineer. Very cool. Okay, I really do want to...
Fleet enhancements applied.
They're like almost exactly like us. It's awesome. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to release them as a subject. Yes. Why do you not want us to be? Why do you not want us as your subject? Oh, that's not exactly the... Oh, gosh.
System survey concluded without incident.
That actually hurt me just to hear them be all upset because they're technically not our subject.
Fleet enhancements applied.
Like we don't want them. I do want them. It's just that I want them to be more of an equal partner than an actual subject per se. Gosh, it's unfortunate. Okay, so we have Earth fully updated. Alpha Centauri is good. Sirius Prime is good. Worst thing about getting into manga is... Read that again. Worst thing about getting into manga is they are making anime of manga. I like, but it's not as good. No, yeah, that totally makes sense. Particularly when they haven't finished the manga, and then they add in a ton of filler. Ton of unnecessary stuff. It definitely gets annoying when they do that. Let's see. On Tethel. Okay, we actually have room now to grow again. First things... Wait, why can't... Oh, no, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so we're going to upgrade that. And then we're going to add a... Ooh, clone bats. Interesting. Don't want to do that, but that's cool anyway. Yeah, let's get some research going. And then with research, then we want to get not the cloning vats, but not that either. Not that. Already getting that. I don't really know how useful gene clinics are unless you're really trying to get population growth going, which I don't feel like population growth is pretty much average, in fact more so. Oh, that is interesting. Okay, anyway, we got the civilian, we're upgrading the civilian fabricators, we're gonna get the research labs. What else do we need? After that, we need to get the alloy foundries up next. Same thing here, we want them to get upgraded. And then we get the research facilities. And then we get the alloy foundries. Should actually also clear out a bunch of these. Okay. Yeah, I think we need to clear out a bunch of stuff too. Yeah, we got one we don't actually know yet. Okay, it's fine. Lyrium, everything's clear. Targon, everything is also clear. Next thing we'll do is we will get, again, same thing, we want to get research, and then we want to get alloys. Sirius Prime. Gun Hollow Theaters, I do kind of want to get, although I don't want to get it quite yet. I already have one of these. Energy Nexus. Food processing. And then we'll update it as well. Or upgrade it, I should say. Oh. Oh. Yep. Speaking of which, how are we actually doing on everything? We got rare crystals here, yep. All the stuff there. Got all the stuff there.
Concluded.
So we have all the stuff there as well. You don't have all the stuff there, but that'll be pretty quick to get. And we have all the stuff there as too. Okay. Everything's going according to plan.
Research concluded.
Nice, we got those tachyon sensors. Ooh, now that's a new one. Explore resource dark matter. Let's do that.
System survey concluded.
And we have a truce with them, we have a non-aggression pact with them. Which hopefully that means my vassal will have the same setup. They're friendly. Well, they're just about to get friendly with us. They're almost neutral opinion of us. Let's form a commercial pact. What'll that get us? We will get 50, they will get 36 each month as long as the deal is active. Perfect. A commercial pact sounds like a win-win. Humans, we will drop the necessary paperwork. Awesome. Oh, yeah, you're excited to see me play the Star Trek mod. Yeah, that'll be my next playthrough for sure.
Construction project concluded.
I'll have to go check that thing out as soon as I'm done. Oh, really? It built the old ones? Doesn't even make sense. Gaston Paquette has been elected as... Ooh. Cool. As per... Nice. Oh, we lost this. Okay, hold on. Let's take a look at our science vessels. Yeah, that... Oh, no, he's fine. Hold on. I see. Okay, we need to have him come down here and help out with exploring here. Which way can we go? You. Very much you. Let's have him go here instead, survey that system. And go there. 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 And there. What just happened? What race do I think I'll play? I don't know, actually. You don't want to play the race you think I might play? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. The Introvert Zero is raiding for a party with a party of 5. Ooh. Thank you for the raid. How's it going? What were you playing? Hey, man. Hey, dude, how's it going? How's your night going? And what were you streaming? Were you streaming some Stellaris, or were you streaming something else? I'm glad you sent your audience my way, though. Thank you so much. Stelly, ooh, nice. Multiplayer. How many players did you have, and did you win? It is going good. How am I? I'm doing well. Well, didn't quite win our war, but we are the United Confederation of Nations. Tried to model it after Star Trek, basically. You know, United Federation of Planets, United Confederation of Nations. Kind of see what I was trying to go for there. I had a bunch of other, like, Star Trek-themed races, but none of them seemed to spawn for whatever reason in this playthrough. I'll have to try and figure out why that was. But we're right now in this quadrant, and as you can see, the rest of the galaxy has quite a few contenders. We actually went to the war with the Chimm Order. That's these guys that are up here. And we ended up... we didn't quite win, but we were able to take over quite a bit and turn them into a vassal state. So we have another group of guys here that are under our vassalage, if you will. Myself and 3 others. No, I had to stop working in the morning. Yeah, I mean... Games go on for a long while, but that's pretty cool that you were able to stream it multiplayer, though. That's a lot of fun. I've got a buddy who we started a game a while back, and it'd be interesting to see how that one ends up, because I've only done one multiplayer game before, and it was actually a lot of fun. I really enjoyed actually that kind of setup.
System survey concluded.
So I'd definitely like to play it again. Let's get on here. We want to get that warp gate.
Research
Let's
concluded.
build that mining station. Ooh. The Cyto Revitalization Centers. New research. Yeah. 2 good ones. Let's do this one, the soil remediation. It is. We played for 6 hours. Yeah, there we go. I like those long games. They're a lot of fun, for sure. So what type of empire were you playing as? So like for ours, our empire, we are Xenophile and Fanatic Materialist. I feel like that's relatively close to the Federation. We started out as humans, but right now we have... Let's see who's... We have a couple of Chimm. We've got some Garlev... Ganlarevs, sorry. Humans, Quell Nadar. This is a species that we uplifted. And we've got the Savix Caste, another species that we uplifted. Sibulon, and a group of species that we ended up accepting as refugees. So really interesting community of alien species that we got going on now. Ooh. Thank you for the follow, man. Welcome to the Green Squadron. An evil corp. I don't really like it. Oh, that's funny. But still pretty cool that you can do that. What does that...
Construction project concluded.
So what does that get you, as compared to, say, like, we're right now a direct democracy? How is that... So how does the corp differ from the more traditional groups? I assume that's from the Megacorp DLC. Ooh, wait, what? A certain irrational and criminal element of our society has left Earth, to seek and outlaw's life in the reaches of space. In a display of surprising ingenuity, these brigands have heavily modified and weaponized a large number of civilian ships. Our vulnerable trade routes and Revac system are now being raided by this improvised Starfleet, which identifies itself only as the Skull Crushers. Prompt response is needed. These non-conformists will be dealt with. Where are they? Ew. So... That just seems really odd. That just randomly popped? That seems kind of bizarre. Where are our... Oh, I realize it now. You're usually fanatic slavers and enslave everyone. Really, that's awesome. Very interesting playstyle, but from what I can understand, there's some really cool benefits you can get from it. Oh, I forgot completely. I sent my anti-pirate forces to go and get upgraded and repaired. Oh gosh, and they're still now. Okay, first of all, we're upgrading this guy. We're upgrading this guy. Second thing, for Alpha, we are going to get another Admiral. Preferably one that's... Oh gosh, there is not one that is a upkeep guy, so we are going to not do that. Once they're upgraded, we can then send them out, go have them deal with these pirates here. And we need to get them back on patrol. You think you want to try the Romulans? See, I think I would want to do the Vulcans next. It seems like an interesting setup, and from the looks of it, they're like they're a council society. So instead of a direct democracy, they're a council authority. So like their elections are every 20 years instead of 10, and like their ethics are a little different. So I think I would probably go Vulcan. Although the Klingons would also be pretty cool as well.
Fleet enhancement supplied.
Okay, who's doing what? He's going there. Oh, he's already... Wait, is he done? No, he's not done. That's unfortunate. Okay, so these two are done. They need to head down here. Okay. And they will go and take out this guy.
Mining station offline. Construction project concluded.
That is unfortunate.
Spaceports sustaining damage.
Same but completely different. Yeah, I know, right? Romulans versus the Vulcans. I mean, from what I understand, they're supposed to be basically like family. Like they're supposed to be almost cousins, right? They have similar development, and yet they basically broke off from each other. I've already taking down a lot of our armor, and their shields are... Yeah. That's unfortunate. It'll take them a while before they... Oh, that's interesting. Shattered remains of an ancient ring world encircle the star of Ramaka system. Any planetary objects that may once have existed here must have been used as building materials during this megastructure's construction. No evidence hinting towards who originally built this marvel of engineering has been found, but it must have been a product of a very advanced culture. Quite amazing. In fact, where was it? Hold on, let's
Another day,
for a second.
another scientific breakthrough.
Ooh. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Very cool. Yeah, exactly. Alrighty, man, gotta get going. Have yourself a great night. Hey, you too, and thank you for stopping by, and thank you for the follow, dude. I really do appreciate it. Some squid, not sure if I want to buy this. You know, I don't know, to be honest. I personally, I love it. I really do love it, and they are continually trying to work on the game to make it better, so I can guarantee you that as time moves forward, they're going to add more improvements to the game, and they're going to make it better. So, for me, that makes me enjoy it even more, because I know that there are still things that definitely do bother me every so often, but I know they're going to fix it. So, if you like grand strategy games and you like sci-fi, this could be the game for you. I would definitely recommend it. And it's one I would actually recommend over another similar game called Endless Space. I don't know if you've played that at all. Endless Space is similar concept, but very different execution. And between the two, I much prefer Stellaris over Endless Space. It's a little bit more my style. Yeah, the Star Trek Horizon mod, the Romulans have the Tal Shiar and the Obsidian Order. Interesting. Paradox in general is very good at keeping games updated. No, for sure. I know people like to give them crap because they also like to release a lot of DLC. But I mean, even without the DLC, there's a lot of game there, and they still upgrade the base game as well to match what's going to be in that DLC. So you don't have to buy any of the DLC if you don't want to. Not to say that you shouldn't. I mean, I feel like a lot of that stuff is being fairly good to have. Saying that in general, they have a very steep learning... No, very true. A very steep learning curve, but still, a lot of fun. DLC help keeps the game... No, for sure. For sure, and I'm glad that they do keep the DLC going. But what I'm saying is just in terms of the fact that they keep working on it, and there would be enough people who do end up buying the DLC, you don't necessarily have to buy the DLC to keep enjoying the game. I feel like there's enough stuff just even in the base game to enjoy it. And as I say, with them still working on it, because people are buying the DLC, I think it's worth picking up, personally. True, Crusader Kings is like 8 years old, completely different game than it was at launch. Very true. Every DLC's had a free update as well. Exactly, and that's part of what I was saying too. So with every major update on the base game normally matches what's done in the DLC in terms of the base gameplay. DLC normally adds on like event modifiers and yeah, new events, new enemies, maybe new types of worlds or portraits or whatever. Different things that can affect like either your starting empire or the other empires that are around you. You can just wait till it goes on the Steam sale too. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, the Stellaris goes on sale every 2 or 3 months. I mean, I'm fairly certain it'll go on sale pretty quickly. So, no, exactly, and I love the fact that they do that. The fact that they apply a lot of the game changes for each DLC to the base game as well for free is fantastic. Really is. New update usually means base game gets an update as well. Exactly. Exactly, and that would be the next major sale, right? The spring-summer sale. you definitely get quite a few, quite a big discount there, and a lot of their DLC will go on sale as well. So if you do want to get the DLC, that would be how you can get it. Yep. Yeah, definitely. I want to get that Knights of Iron. I need to sleep. Night. Hey, have a great night, and thank you for stopping by, and thank you for the raid. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else we need to do. So he's working here. You need to survey that system. Come on. Or is he already surveying the system? Okay. And he needs to go... And he needs to go here. Survey that. Survey that. Did this already, but then I just... not have faith in what I was doing. There we go. Okay, and then... he's doing that. Where is our other science guy? He has no orders. He needs to actually come down here and help survey as well. Let's have him go there. Let's go survey that system. I mean, when I got Crusader Kings 2, it was on sale, and I got all the DLC at launch, which was at that point $6. So I got the game and all the DLC for like $45 Canadian. That is actually a really good price. 6 DLCs, and I'm sure a lot of them are normally like on average $20 each, plus the base game. That's a really good price. Really good sale there. Okay, anyway, needs to go, he's gonna go survey there, and then he needs to survey here, and here. There we go. We have all of our orders in place. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. And our anti-pirate force fleets are heading out. Yeah, I was not, I'm sure. But it worked.
Survey concluded.
It got me to buy the game, and because I liked it so much, I've got all the other DLC at launch for full price. Really, that's pretty cool. So I got like 70% off because of what they got me to spend 5 times on that on new DLC. Yeah. Oh, what are these guys doing now? Oh, they're still fighting.
Survey concluded.
Oh no, that's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. I am very surprised. As per our president's mandate, additional mining stations have been constructed. Indeed. Okay, and then he needs to actually go out and start getting there. Man, my computer chair cost me $400 and my cat loves to claw it. Oh, that sucks. I think I might tape a piece of cardboard on the back. Well, if it works, right? Wow, we killed 8. Even though we lost the station, we killed 8 of their, Oh, that's pretty crazy. And pretty soon these guys are gonna be there to destroy them. These guys aren't gonna have a good time.
Research concluded.
Oh, we're gonna rip right through them, aren't we? One's already down. There they go. Let's see what research we got. Yeah, there we go. Research blocker's done. That's interesting. Ministry of Production. Planetary limit 1. One administrator job, plus 15%, metallurgist, and 15%. Ooh, interesting. Administrators produce unity and amenities. So for one, you actually get 3. For one job, you get 3 unity and 8 amenities. Plus, you get the 15% boost in metallurgist and artisan output. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's do it.
Construction project concluded.
Well, kaboom. APF Bravo has destroyed a pirate station in the Revex system and recovered its strong room module. Let's stop for a second. Let's see where he needs to go next. He should go up here. Start with these. Survey that. Survey that. Survey that, and then survey that. And then he can move out from there. Exactly. That's right, kill Captain Jack Sparrow. Yep. Yeah. He didn't survive very long, whoever that captain was. In the meantime, let's quickly take a look at our piracy levels and see who needs what taken where. So Ascension is not putting out anything. I don't even think we even have a... Yeah, we don't even have a trade hub here. So, there's no piracy there. Wait, from where? Where are you getting 15 from? Ah, from there, of course. And then it's gonna get... protection from core, as well as base protection of +7. Worst pirate you've ever heard of, but at least you've heard of him. Yeah, exactly, the worst pirate I've ever heard of. Ah, but at least you have heard of me. Yeah, it is a great line. One of the best, for sure. Piracy's at its maximum value. There's really nothing else that's going to happen there. Same here. So nothing to really worry about there. Here's where we have to worry about. One, 2, 3, and then 4. Okay, so Bravo. It's gonna go there. Then he is gonna patrol from there to there. Nope. Our Alpha needs to go there. And then patrol from there to there. No. Okay, he needs to go here. There we go. That's what I want. Okay, and then Bravo. Bravo needs to go here. Control from there. Yeah, from there to there. I have no idea what's going on here. Why there's two lines. It just seems ridiculous right now. So, and then on Revac, need to actually create a proper starbase, so we're gonna upgrade that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we'll see who died in a second.
Construction project concluded. Fleet enhancement supplied. Fleet enhancement
Oh, the
supplied.
president died. That's unfortunate.
Fleet
We
enhancement
right now don't have a
supplied.
ruler.
Fleet enhancement supplied.
You're up late tonight, not working tomorrow? I am working tomorrow. I got started a little late tonight, so I'm gonna be going for a little bit longer, just a tiny bit longer. Try and get a couple more things taken care of, and head to bed in a second. It's only about it's like 5 minutes past 12 or 10 minutes past 12 for me, so it's not too bad. I normally go to bed around this time anyway, so it's not much of an issue. That's interesting. Let's go look at the market for a second. Something has gone on.
Situation log updated.
Interesting. Laura, daughter of Trag, has been elected as chancellor of the United Confederation of Nations. Interesting. So all the scientists are still working. Ah, there we go. Need a new governor. Nobody's righteous. And that one's okay. Let's do the lifespan one. He needs to build those mining stations. He needs to go there and get that. Outpost. Let's also see how things are going with Wait, who are these? Hold on a second. Something has happened. A couple things have happened, and I'm very curious as to what is going on. An emergency transmission buoy floats in a gentle orbit around Minchiar 4A. Its outer casing is heavily damaged, seemingly by a glancing weapon's fire or powerful explosion. It might be a human model of civilian ships designed to be ejected as an emergency measure should the comm systems fail, but the extent of the damage makes it impossible to know for sure. It is repeating a weak, distorted signal. Clean up the transmission.
Situation log updated.
This probably is a trap. Let's look at the situation log. Oh, you're only an hour ahead of me? Yes. Yes, indeed I am. You must be Central, I am Mountain Time. But I am off to bed, I am sleepy, have a good night. You too, man. Have a great night. And hope to see you around again. Tomorrow I'll be playing some Rocket League. So a little bit different than the Stellaris that you've seen me playing quite a bit of. But thank you for stopping by, and thank you for chatting, man. Have a great night, and hope to see you tomorrow on Norway Peaked. Till later. Anywho. Yeah, he's researching that, that's fine. Situation log. Let's track that on the map. Okay, there we go. Have our science vessel. Check that out. Research the project and then finish surveying the system. I don't remember even seeing these people. The Imperium of Woodbarrel 1. Interesting. Let's look at our contacts here. Ooh, the Chimm Order is friends with us now. That is amazing, considering that they were not friendly with us for a long time. Hello, the Imperium. These guys are new. May we stand together in the blood and ashes of our enemies. Xenophobe, but they are militaristic. Interesting. I do like that they have an octopus as their emblem, and they are actually a mollusk or a squid people. That's pretty cool. They're cordial towards us. Let's see who else. There were a couple of other new people that we saw. There are now 10. That was rather interesting. Nobody else, really. There's the Helvan Autocracy, which we just met. They rebelled against their you know, people, for whatever reason. The Helvan Sovereign Worlds. There is these guys, Fallen Empire, but they're still friendly. These guys are enclaves. They don't really count as other, you know, as actual people. Or as an actual empire, I should say. They count as people, just not as an empire. Interesting. Huh. Let's take a look at the situation log again. Look at victory. There was initially 7. Then 8 was that guy, and then 9 was the allied Chimm planets, which is our vassal, which we got from going to war with the Chimm Order. And then these 2 are new. Never seen them before, and they're apparently new. Let's see what we can do. Them. Let's offer them a trade deal. Information for information. Communications and communications. Confirm. After reviewing the trade offer, perfect. They now have made contact. There's nobody else new for us to make contact with, which is fine. Ancient mining drones. Why did they not go ahead and fight them? They're very odd decisions.
Special project concluded.
Okay, the buoy has been verified as one of human make, and the signal it's relaying has been stabilized. Now that's interesting. We have not made it. This is the first time we've made it out that far into that part of the galaxy, so it's interesting that there is a human make thing there. Human authorities, identify yourself. Hello? This is Captain Luxon, a human civilian transport. Former captain. The Luxon is gone. We are boarded by pirates and have been taken captive before they blew us up. Captured you. I think they call themselves the Ransomers. The Ransomeers? At any rate, they are a vile bunch. They'd all be dead already if they didn't think they could get something for us from the United Confederation of Nations. I overheard them discussing their demands. We will rescue you. Well, thank you, Chancellor. We are being held in some space station, but I have no idea where. We are beyond that. I will increase the transmission burst now. It should let you triangulate the location of this prison from the emergency buoy. Position recording... Sorry, position recorded in the situation.
Situation log updated.
Okay. Is where exactly?
Construction project concluded.
Okay, the ransomers have made a home out of an abandoned alien mining station. Interesting. Which is there at Dram.
Construction project concluded.
So what do we need to actually deal with it? Let's actually have them go here quickly and see what we can... let's have them go there.
Construction project
actually, you know
concluded.
What? Before we actually finish that, I think we're going to actually stop the stream for the night. I've gone my 2.5 hours, which is what I really wanted to do. Accomplished that, and I think we've actually made some good gains. We have... well, we've finished the war with the Chimm Order. We've created a vassal under us, and they are quite friendly towards us, and we have created a friendly relationship with the Chimm Order, which is surprising considering that we kicked their asses quite thoroughly in the war. But I'm glad that they're at least now friendly with us, or on friendly terms, so that is good. We've expanded, as I said, we've expanded out a little bit further here. We have tried to improve the situation on our planets. Everything seems to be working quite well, which is, of course, good. And, to be honest, we're actually just about ready to really start moving out into expanding into other planets, which is pretty cool. We've started exploring further, and we've actually made contact with a few more alien empires, 2 that I didn't know existed, and 1 that kind of rebelled against their government, which is rather interesting. So, pretty cool. I think we've done quite a bit of, or we've made quite a bit of progress. But I think I'm gonna call it there for the night. So, thank you guys for hanging out. Just a couple things. Thank you to Introvert Zero for the raid and for the follow. I really do appreciate it. It's very nice of you to come in and raid us, so thank you so much. Thank you, of course, to Nori Pete for hanging out. It was nice chatting with you on the stream and seeing you come back. It's very cool to see you again. Big thank you to Joby Essen, Kaitaz, Spindle76, Tade, and Zephon. Thank you guys for hanging out in the chat. I know it's been quiet, but I do appreciate you guys coming in and hanging out anyway. A quick thanks also to Misbehave 8, Professor Death, Vaser222, Sandy Feet, Big Lou TV, DBradio4, and the League Esports for all of the auto hosts. I really do appreciate it. So yeah, on that note, if you guys have enjoyed the stream, please consider hitting the follow button. It would definitely help me out, and if you would like to see when I go live, Twitter and the Discord are the 2 best places to get that information. I'll normally announce on Twitter and the Discord when I go live, as well as on the Discord I have a schedule up for the week, so I'll normally try and output the information in terms of when I will go live during the rest of the week. Everything is, of course, Mountain Standard Time, so if you're on the East Coast, I'm 2 hours behind you guys. If you're on the West Coast, I'm 1 hour ahead of you guys. And of course, if you enjoyed the Stellaris playthrough and want to see kind of where or how the game started, I try to upload all of my VODs up to YouTube. So they're all on my YouTube channel there, and I've got a playlist there specifically for Stellaris. You can go see how we started, which we started actually over here. and expanded out and moved out and met all sorts of people along the way. But yeah, that'll be it for me. Have a great night, everybody, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Later.
you